Hello and welcome back to the daily study of the Way of Mastery. We're almost done with lesson 1, the way that calls you home. Today is section 3, the way of the heart calls you home. And we're going to start with paragraph 5, where Jeshua says, "We will be giving you certain meditations and certain energetic practices to help cultivate within you a quality of feeling that will allow you to recognize energies that do not serve you. These will be given in a way that transcends what your mind may choose to think of these energies, so that you learn more and more to lead with the body, to lead with your feeling nature, not your intellect." Nice. So we're hearing from Jeshua, we're going to be getting meditations and different practices that are going to help us recognize these energies that don't serve us anymore. The ones that are cropping up all over the place. Some that we're aware of, others that just seem like reactions without any kind of consciousness to them. So we're going to be getting practices that help us going to identify that and transcend the mind. So we're going to learn how to lead with the body, lead with the feeling, and not the intellect. That is so huge because we all get so caught up in our thinking. And let's continue with paragraph 6, where Jeshua says, "Your intellect does not know anything except the trivialities that you have shoved into it, like garbage into a garbage can. The intellect can never bring the healing of the heart that is the atonement. It can only be utilized to argue against the insane perceptions you are used to, so that you might come to see that perhaps there is a greater good in giving up your insistence on treating the intellect as your God." And that's so much of what we've done in this world now, is treat the intellect as our God, is just give too much respect and value to our own thinking. And what Jeshua is saying is here is that intellect is just the trivialities that we've shoved into it. It's just input from the outside. It's conditioning, it's other people's belief systems, it's mass belief, consciousness belief systems. It's just stuff that's been like shoved in, and it can never bring the healing of the heart that is the atonement, the at-one-ment. And sure, we can use our intellect, but it's not our master. And I think a lot of people have this misunderstanding that somehow if we can figure things out, if we can analyze, if we can only just solve that like problem that just feels like it's always out of grasp, but if sometimes it feels like there's just one thing we need to figure out. Let me analyze my history and my past and where things came from and why I am the way I am, and I'll just get there to the place of peace. And Jeshua is saying you never will. The intellect can't get you there. And so let's continue to paragraph 7, where Jeshua says, "Therefore, indeed, beloved friends, dance, rejoice, and play often. Let these lessons bring up within you everything unworthy of the mind of Christ. Every thought of scarcity, every sense of unworthiness, and every fear. Let them come up, look at them, embrace them, and transmute them through your own love of self, with a capital S, self, and through your honesty. Accept where you are and do not pretend to be otherwise, for the wisest are always the humblest." So Jeshua is saying, like, let's have more fun, dance, rejoice, play. Let these lessons in this book guide you to bring up all of every thought of scarcity, every sense of unworthiness, and every fear. Now that is not comfortable. And that's why Jeshua brings lightness. That's why this book is supportive. It acknowledges that it's challenging, it's hard. But this is the path. This is the only path. And if you're drawn to this work, you are supported in so many ways. You have a team of support that's guiding you through these times where your scarcity feelings come up, where your unworthiness feelings come up, where your fears come up. And Jeshua says, just let them come up and look at them and embrace them. Love that they're a part of your experience and transmute them through loving yourself. And by being honest with yourself. He says, accept where you are and do not pretend to be otherwise. Just be where you are. If you're struggling through something, acknowledge, just be like, oh, I'm really struggling with this. I'm really feeling insecure around this. This situation, what this person said is really, I'm noticing it's triggering feelings of unworthiness in me. And just noticing it and being where you're at. For the wisest are always the humblest, meaning we acknowledge, when we're humble, we acknowledge that where we're at is perfect, even if we can't see it. We acknowledge our personal limited power and the infinite, unlimited power of God, of the Christ mind, of love to support us, to bring us the situations that are going to reveal where we have these blocks to love so that we can bring more love to ourselves and the misunderstandings that we've taken so seriously. So a lovely 3 paragraphs here, and there's one more section for tomorrow to complete level 1. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day. I love you. Way to be on your path, and we'll see you next time.